Here we go, guys. All the parts come in for Claire's RC's editing PC, so I thought I'd knock it into a bit of a video just to show how easy it is to build your own PC. Use Part Finder or Part Picker online. Type in what parts you want, and it'll tell you what's compatible. So that's what I did. See the power pack. Got a Ryzen 7 2700X. It's an 8-core, 16-thread processor, 4.3 GHz max boost. Got a motherboard. Got this GeForce GTX 1070 that Kev donated to the cause, so thanks, Kev. I've got the tower there, nice tower. So I'll get this built. So good thing about this, you get a fan at the front that gives a nice glow through the front. I think it's red. So first thing I'm going to do is put the fans in and the motherboard, and don't always remember to put the ISO plate. You'll see what the ISO plate is in a minute. So that's the fans in. So we've got an intake coming from the front and an exhaust coming from the back. Hot heat rises, so obviously it's going to draw a lot of air in through the vents in the chassis. Draw it all out. Next thing we're going to do is put the ISO plate in and just make sure all these mounts are in the right place for the motherboard. Should be. It's an ATX board and an ATX chassis, so it should be good to go. So this is the back plate. They usually come off, but on this one it's fixed. So anytime you build a PC, always make sure you put this. It comes on clips. You clip it in there. And then we'll put the fan headers on. You've got your fan headers there. So you have fan headers all around the board. So do that next. So next, going to fit the motherboard. All these screws, you can see them all dotted around. If you get the right card for the right case, you'll be alright. So we'll get that in next. It's always a bit of a trial and error with PCs, putting bits in, taking bits out till you get it right, but I always started this way, so looking good so far. So next, going to be putting the CPU in. I usually use Intel, but Claire wanted a Ryzen, one of these, so 7 series, because she heard good things about them, so that's what we went for. Get a nice big beefy cooler on it. It's already got thermal paste on the bottom, so nice one, nice, good to go. So I'll get that in next. So you've got to be really careful with these CPUs, because look at all them tiny pins, and they fit into them tiny holes, so it only goes in one way until you'll feel it lock into place. So yeah, it locks in. Then put the bar down to lock it in. So good, now we're ready to put the CPU cooler on, but I might leave that to last just to give myself some space to work. So I think what I'll do next is I'll get the RAM in. So yeah, good to go. So when you're installing RAM, you've got to be careful. DDR4 RAM and DDR3 RAM. This little nugget here is always in a different position, so the RAM will only go in one way. So what you do is you get it in at the bottom. It's a bit fiddly. Get it in. He says. Just make sure that pin's in the right place. It looks like it is. I could do some better lighting. Where's my torch? Torch. Yeah. There. Then push it down, you'll see it snap into place. Got to be careful if you're only putting 2 sticks in. You've got to look in the manuals to see what slots it goes in, because there's 2 it might go in. 1 and 3 or 2 and 4, so I'll check that now. So looking at the instructions there, if you see DIMM-A2 is primary and DIMM-B2 is primary. So A2 and B2, so it's the second and the fourth, so it's a good job I checked. Alright guys, so the next thing I'm going to put in is I'm going to put the SD card for the operating system, which goes there, which will look nice. And I'm going to put the 1TB hard drive in for all clears like videos and stuff. And I'm going to put the PSU in, power supply unit, which is this bad boy here, 650 watt, should be nice. Put that in now. So there you go, hard drive's in, power supply unit in. What I think I'll do now is just tidy up a bit of the wiring, get a bit of the wiring done and out the way, and then move on to the graphics card and CPU cooler. Job will be nearly done then. So now I'll get the GPU put in, just so I can sort out the wires a bit better. Looks practically brand new this. I think Kev just used it on a currency mining. So you get all the bits. Let's have a look at it. Nice big GPU. Oh, that's nice, that mate. Wow, look at that. Triple fan. Oh yeah. So GPU in, looking nice. I'm not sure if this is RGB, but with it being a glass front, hopefully it'll light up nicely. Pity we didn't get some RGB fans up here, but you know, as long as they do the job, that's the main thing. So I'll get these wires set up for this GPU and then move on to the next step. So GPU wired in, now just on the motherboard wired in, routed up nicely, if you can see it, went along there. So now just get the hard drives wired up. Alright, as I said before, sometimes you've got to take parts out, so I've had to take the GPU back out just so I can get these SATA leads in properly. I could have probably managed it with it in, but I want to get it as neat as possible because it's got a glass front, so I want it to look spot on. So I'm going to put them in SATA 1 and SATA 2. I'm going to put the operating system and operate in SATA 1 and the storage in SATA 2. So that should be good to go. So there we go. Most of it's done. Just got to sort out the reset button and all that, put them on the headers down there, and I'm going to put the CPU cooler on and connect it up to the CPU port for the fan, and all good to go. Got to be careful putting all this messing around with processors like, so you got to take your time. But yeah, job's nearly done. Like won't be long till I switch it on, so I'll get the CPU cooler on now. So there you go guys, it's always a ball ache to get them that clip there, see the long bit with the clip, you've got to get that on the front, and then you might not be able to see the back. There's a clip at the back there, and then there you go, get the clip on and then swing it across and it compresses it down. So it's practically done now, to be honest, just the headers. So got the instructions here of where it all goes, so I'll do that next. So there you go guys, pretty much done. Just a few little odds and ends just to tidy up. Let's power it up and see what happens. Oh yeah! There you go guys, nice bit of bling. I'm impressed with this thing, look at that, smart. Just pity these fans up here haven't got LEDs in, but hey ho, beggars can't be choosers. So now just to get the operating system in it and take it from there. Job's a good one. So do you reckon it'll power up? I've got faith in myself, to be honest with you. Let's see how we get on. Is there any feed to the graphics card? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right, let's get this operating system installed and go from there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So here we go, guys, all built, looking nice dark glass front on it, looks good. Thanks to Claire for letting me do it for her. I'll be seeing her in a week or so. Bring it down there. Thanks for trusting us, giving us all that money and PC parts, building it for you. Good to go, especially being a Scouser, you know, must have took a lot of trust. So here we go, just going to run a benchmark, let's see how it performs. So this, you can get this program on Steam, 3D Mark it's called. You can sometimes get it on offer. I've had it for ages, always test my PCs, make sure they're running alright using this. So let's see how we get on. So it tests the physics and the RAM and the CPU and all that. So if you can see there, 200, working out about 200 frames per second. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. See if you can keep it. Can't. So we're leveling out about 250 frames per second, not bad. Here we are again, 250 frames per second. All that processing that the GPU and the CPU is doing, not bad. Not bad at all. So this tests the physics test. You can hear the computer speeding up because it's this one's quite demanding, this one, as you can see, and it's equaling out about 220 frames per second. Not bad. So this is the combined test, tests all of it, physics, the rendering, DX and all that. See how I get on. 100 frames per second, look at all that activity going on that the computer's rendering. Yeah, I reckon she's going to do alright with this. 100 frames per second. Rendering all that. Power, power. Whoop. Loading results. Let's see how we get on. And there we go. Valid score. What's this score? What's the overall score? Graphics score 56659. Compares test results online. Can't remember my login for this, to be honest with you. But let's see if it does it. There we go. Look at that. It's not bad. This score, gaming PC 2020 gaming PC 53,000. This score 38. Gaming laptop. It's not bad, it's not bad. You know, obviously certain things are letting it down. I mean, I've got two graphics cards in mine, this is only running one. So yeah, there we go. So I just wanted to do a comparison just out of interest really. This is a score of mine, 49, and I'm alright with my editing. I use my GPUs because I'm running two 1080 Ti's. I mean, that's probably holding this back on this because it's got G-Sync on and stuff, so yeah, not bad that. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found this video a bit useful. If you want any help with a PC, I'm not a genius at it obviously, but I just do it for gaming. You know, if I can help any of you, hopefully see some more videos knocked out by Claire. Thanks for watching.